Let's see if we can get this working. No, not yet, so I guess those aren't live yet. There it is. So there's that. Okay. No, not yet, so I guess there we go. So there's those. Let's get that down to low. Make that a thing. Need to make sure we're actually showing, at least on YouTube, the right game, because it doesn't do that by default. So there's that. Now if I refresh this, it should... There it is. There we go. I think we're in business with that now. So I guess you take her place then for that. Okay. I see how it is. Hello, Godda. How are you? How are you doing? Also, we should be getting ready to go in a minute here. So let me know how everything looks and sounds, okay?
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
But I am going to just turn off the music completely just so we don't get hit with more, you know, DMCAs and stuff. Because I know that's happened a few times. So that, like, videos can't be monetized or blocked. But that's fine. We're not monetizing any of these. But just to be safe, we're just going to shut it off completely. And we just go in the atmosphere. We just soak it in. Didn't sleep well. How bad is the arm? Are you gonna be okay? Or can your operation... Or do you wish your operation was much sooner now? Right? To be fair, I mean, we could just soak in this atmosphere. And you know what? The music does really help with the game. But just listen. Yeah, no. Take that in. So that's your delay for your move, so that means you're getting your operation, right? So yeah, here's my car. It is pimped out, at least, again, for the style ratings, but we still got higher to go. But let's go out for a drive, shall we? At least your start day. That's your start day. So you'll probably want to move, what, beginning of September then, I guess? Up. Helps if I look at the road. A few days prior, so let's say September 10th then, right?
Straight from the Streets 4, producers were just here. They want you in their short film.
What does downforce mean to the average racer? Take the shot, crash the car, right? But no, when is official operation day? Also, since we don't have to worry about music and stuff in this, how is the sound? Hopefully the game's not too loud or anything. Waiting on it. Well, hopefully you get an answer soon. said DMCA and all. Like, because I know when we did the first part for Underground 2, I got hit with some, you know, like, by the way, DMCA's and your video is blocked in some countries, but apparently the only country it's blocked in is Russia, so kind of a loss. But that's fine. Like, I know I'm gonna have this issue when I play Most Wanted as well, because we are gonna do Most Wanted 2005. But I need the music though for those police chases, right? You need it. Well, you try and get some rest. Hey, I'll still be here if you just want to hang out. But thank you for checking things for me. You got any issues? And I hope it gets better for you soon. But no, go get some sleep. You have a good night, okay? And then when you hear Nigris, it just sounds like screaming. Yeah, no, the stream part 1 just is completely blocked. Oh well, not a big deal, but yeah, we know how the copyright claim systems work. I know some people, you know, like to take advantage of it. There we go. Just as long as they don't make money off it, right? Start us off. Yeah, these intros are still so good. That's one thing I kind of miss when they went Most Wanted onwards, is like those custom intros. You still have something like that, but I mean with the people and like the low poly character models and stuff. The next time it happens again, well, hopefully it doesn't. Plus, we still gotta talk about, you know, when you're gonna do your Max Payne stream and stuff. So we should get that going. 'Cause I'm excited to be a part of that. Okay, 3 laps, okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be, like, immediate, but no, whenever you feel comfortable with it when it happens. But we gotta make sure it's actually working this time. Right, and hopefully no issues. Oh, gee. Yes, AI, make the same mistake I do. Get it working. It should be fine. I tested it out, so you should be good. Yeah, a mouse pad would probably be a good idea. Let's try not to hit traffic, but sometimes that's easier said than done. I'll hit walls instead, that's fine. Okay. Okay, no traffic light this time. There it is, that's where the car was. Night. Get some rest, hopefully you feel better soon. Let's see, drive. Okay, best lap, nice. Corner. Yep. Yeah, they're far enough back there that it shouldn't be a problem. Well, that didn't go well. That's fine, we can recover, we're fine. Oh. Well, it had to happen again, didn't it? That's just great. That's okay. It's last lap. We're far enough ahead. Yeah, a good 6.5 seconds. There we go. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, okay. We do got some URL stuff we can complete. I still need to get a level 10 car, so that's a work in progress. But there are some other events we can do there too. Maybe we should just do this and get them out of the way.
Street racing on.
Let's do the drag first. Then we can do URL. Damn it. I didn't pay attention. Let's try this again. There we go. 11-second difference. Yeah, that's a bit of a difference, don't you think? Here we go. There's some more drag events there, so we will worry about that after. This is probably a set of 3 races since the laps are low. But yeah, no, we're gonna be fine. Just gotta try and maintain. That's basically the big thing right now. And also look at the road. Relatively smooth slides around the corners. We can work with that. Yeah, I mean, we can power slide around those corners. Oh, jeez. So I had to scrape it a little bit, jeez. Oh well. This way. There we go. That's 1, potentially out of 3. I could probably take that corner better. We'll try that again the next time we go around this thing. See if we can make some progress. Or at least take it up. In terms of the race, I think we got nothing to worry about. Go. Yeah, these ones aren't too bad. It's sometimes the super sharp ones that are a problem. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can try and do this better. Nope. Slightly better. We got a fair bit of a lead, so we don't have to worry about that unless I royally mess up. That was good, though. I do like that. I am proud of that. Come on. This way. Blast out of it there. Just under 3 minutes. Just. Yeah. 1 minute. Surprised they still use the same intro for all 3 of these races. More twists and turns than anything. Seems like one of them hit the wall hard back there, at least according to the minimap. Okay. Could probably do that a little bit differently, but that one was fine. That was okay. Yeah, it's this coming up. There's like sharp turn and then another sharp turn. And let's throw in the rain to boot, because why the hell not, right? Whoop. Okay, no, we didn't hit the wall. There we go. Yeah, all these here. See if we can pull this off. Okay, better, yeah. That's fine. I know you could probably drift around that entire corner. That's probably the most stylish thing to do, but we're not going for style points here. We're just trying to beat the race. We're just trying to finish the races here. This way. So you can lightly use the handbrake there. This way. Okay, boom. Since this is a relatively good straightaway, I'll just use like a blast out of there. There we go. I can live with that. We can live with that. No. Not that, though. I screwed that up. Hit the wall. But that's fine. It's the end of the race. We're there. We'll take that. There we go. That's the end of that. New inventory. But before we do that, we can head to the next URL in a minute, but another drag race. Let's just get more of these out of the way. God, we were doing well for those shifts. Damn it! I should have turned a little bit more. Oh well. Now we can just blast. Nothing else there. There we go. Okay, 13-second difference almost. Jeez. Carbon trunks now. Okay. Yo, what's up, dog? You ready to see this drag race go down? My bet's on the purple bar. I thought I shifted. Okay, maybe not. Let's try this again. Now that purple car sucks, man. Let's try and... That was rough. I thought it was shifting up, but it was shifting down, maybe.
Streetcar Magazine's reps are scoping around, so look sharp.
Okay, let's do another URL here. See if we can get that. This way, right here. Okay, it's another 1%. But at least we're not at the airport anymore. at least for this. See if we can pull these off. Yeah, because you could use the handbrake around that corner. That one's fine. As long as they don't spin out too much. That's the thing, right? Nah, that one wasn't that great. Let's try this again. For braking, then use the handbrake around that just to go over. Take that sharp turn. It makes it a little bit better. But no, the other reason it's also now kind of timely to play Need for Speed since since Criterion's not going back. Since Criterion's not going to be going back to make a Need for Speed game, Ghosts again was converted into EA Gothenburg, I believe it was. So yeah, Need for Speed is pretty much done at this point because Criterion is now officially a Battlefield is now just a Battlefield studio. They're not Burnout's also out the window, so why not just go back and revisit some of like this franchise's historic history and play some of the best racing games out there. Like, at least for the market today, there are some that do that, or at least try to do something interesting with racing. Like, there is Horizon 6, which is obviously, even though they're on their 6th installment of it, it's still actually pretty good. Streamer, like I said, I need to maybe retune myself to its controls, or just try the one-stick mode for it. But there's still a market out there for arcade racing games. But even tuner stuff like this, I imagine there's still something out there for this. So no, it's just sad to see. Well, wow, what the hell was that? To see this series kind of go to the wayside now, but they are out there, you can play them, and I highly recommend playing them. No, Need for Speed is just something special. That's why, like, when I did that video, games that made / defined me, Need for Speed High Stakes is an important title and still remains an important title. But Need for Speed really came into its own, it seems, with the Underground. That's how it became more popular. And then we had that era from Underground up until, like, Carbon. Then they experimented with different things with, like, Pro Street. With Pro Street, The Run, and then Criterion had their run with it with Hot Pursuit 2010 and Most Wanted 2012, which... That game is... I feel Most Wanted 2012 gets dunked on for the wrong reasons. Like, it is still a good game, and it's one I still enjoy. And like, that game is also important too for streaming for me, because it was playing that game is when I found out I got affiliate status on Twitch for it. So even the Most Wanted 2012 holds special place. Just like Most Wanted 2005 does. But no, there are still some in the series that I've, dabbled with but never really delved into, such as Pro Street and Undercover. And we're gonna do that. I wanna do that. I wanna delve into those. I wanna see what they're about. And again, we'll do something on them, just like we're gonna do with Underground 2 and other games. So I'm excited to get to those. And I feel like it's gonna be a fun time. Because I know there are fans of those games. Hang on, I want to do something here. No, we'll just leave it. Okay. Just trying to see if I could do something. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna leave it as it is. So let's get back. Helps if I actually pay attention. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's Swerve. That's Swerve there. But when it comes to those other ones, like Pro Street, again, all the footage we're gonna play of those games, Pro Street, Undercover, Carbon for sure, Shift, they're all gonna be PC. Those are all gonna be PC versions, but there are other versions of those games I want to experiment with, such as Carbon on PSP, Undercover on PS2. Those are the big ones right now, because as I said, I've heard they're different, and I want to see what they're about. Because I know they're going to be different compared to like the newer, they're going to be different to their other brethrens, but who knows, maybe those versions are actually going to be good and worth looking into. Because I heard the Need for Speed games on the PSP were actually not too bad. I know Underground Rivals is spoken highly of. And I've heard things, like I said, about Carbon. So I want to see what that has to offer. I heard Most Wanted 510 was just okay. I know when I did the Most Wanted video, I didn't look into that one. But maybe that's something on the side I should take a look into when it comes to at least Most Wanted. I do actually have the Criterion one, Most Wanted 2012, on the Vita. And it's actually pretty good. It manages to cram everything in from the 360, PS3, and PC versions of Most Wanted 2012, which is an impressive feat for a handheld game. I'll just have to boot up my Vita again just to make sure it's downloaded, since you won't be able to really buy things. It's not off the store anymore, but I think it was told in that article You can still download your previous purchases, so I will have to look into that, and I'll have to see if I have Most Wanted downloaded, and just play it that way. But I know there's some things I need to get off of the PlayStation 3 still. Mostly like classics and stuff. But they're obviously not going to hold sales on any of those things. Not like what Xbox did for the 360 marketplace before that shut down. But I know there's a couple of things that have caught my eye. But it's mostly the classic stuff, so the PS1 classics and the PS2 classics. Oh, I didn't realize we were done that. So we are done that. We are good. We should head to a car lot, though. Because again, we need to get that Mustang. The thing I find with Street X races, even though they're just mostly drift tracks, is that just wreck your opponents at the start and just get a good enough distance and then you're fine. I find if you have one of them ahead of you, it can be a bit difficult to catch up. And I did that poorly. Ow, jeez, no, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, it's just basically drift tracks and no nitrous, just like with drift mode. But I don't mind these. These are more, they're a little more technical. Require a bit more finesse, you could say, when going through this stuff. And also trying not to crash and wreck into everything, right? Of course, easier said than done when it comes to that stuff. Ow, gee, come on. But no, if we're that far ahead, that means my car is too damn good for this though, right? There we go. So that's that one. There's another Street X race up there. Here we go, next Street X race. people, and there they go. You guys can just stay back there, that's fine. I just need to work on my cornering so I can just blow past you guys. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, this one's not as long as the other one. Take that in the sharp corner. Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah, we can just like break and go around that. No, oh shit, okay. No, it's fine, it's fine. I wonder, again, what this would be on hard mode, so... Well, if we hit 1K on YouTube, then maybe we'll make that a reality. Or even if we can hit 2,300 on Twitch. If I could do both, that would be amazing. I want to try and at least get things bumping again. Let's go check the car lots though first.
Welcome to the delivery room. Aluminum and steel isn't crafted any better than this. Select
Okay,
a sweet set of
350Z,
wheels
yep,
right
we
here.
got those. We got a G35, a 300 GT, a GTR. There it is! GTR, a Lancer, an RX-7, and a WRX Impreza. No. We made this promise beforehand. We're gonna go with this. Let's take the stock. Now let's customize the shit out of this thing. Mustang acquired. First thing, let's tweak it under the hood. I can still get another free car because of the sponsor. We're not gonna do that yet. Plus, I feel like I can get away with 3.
Yo, what's up, son? Yo, I got some action for you, man. Now, I haven't been able to pinpoint the place, man, but it's somewhere in the Coal Harbor West area. Yo, the crew tells me it's some easy picking, so I'll give you a shot if I hear any more. Yeah, man, peace.
Yep. Hey, swap out stock parts with aftermarket hardware to slam more power from your ride. Upgrade the brains of your ride by swapping out the stock computer with a super chip. Now, transmission is where you lose most of your power, so any upgrade will help you get more ponies to the blacktop.
Advanced clutch technology. Yeah, advanced clutch technology. As much as
Tighten your
Clutch
ride and
Master
get rid of that
sounds
stock
good.
suspension for firm hold and grip.
Put the car as low as it can go. Let's keep that consistent, at least with branding.
Nitrous oxide is the glycerin of the race world.
Okay, we have
Wrapped under
direct
your hood
port.
to
Yeah,
give your
we
ride that
need
extra power. When your
direct port.
contact
We
patch
need
on
the
the
best
blacktop is
nitrous in
crucial,
this
so
thing.
upgrade your rubber as often as
Toilet
possible.
tires,
You know, going
brakes.
fast needs to be balanced with stopping fast. Throw a brake kit on stop, just as fast as you get going.
Fine, Brembo for both.
Put your car on a diet. Less weight means more speed. It's as simple as that. Spool up some extra power by installing a turbo kit.
HKS. There we go. Alright, so we've got the performance shit out of the way. So we're gonna see how well we can do with this thing, but let's go get... Let's do a race with this setup first. Don't mind me, I just got a new car. We're gonna work on the looks later. For now, we just need to see how well this car performs. And I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. See, we're gonna be perfectly fine. If I don't crash into a wall, am I really driving the car? This way. What are you doing just like that over there on the road, man? Well, at least we slowed them down a little bit, so I'll take that as a win. There we go. Okay. I just have to get used to this kind of setup though. Well, Sapper, we just bought this, so we need to, you know, put some junk in the trunk. We need to make this trunk bumpin'. Because all we've done so far is just performance upgrades. We need to make this thing look the part now too, don't we? But also, hello, how are you doing? We're gonna get those done first. On the loading screen lady as a kid. Oh, Brooke Burke?
Say goodbye to stock, cause slamming and dressing is what it's all about. Make your ride distinct.
Yeah, she
by
is
throwing on
she
body
is good
mods.
looking. Definitely, but I like Josie Mary, Mia in Need for Speed Most Wanted. She was awesome. But how are you doing tonight? But hey, we're still gonna get something in here. Don't worry. Let's go with that one. Spoil. No, let's do. No, wait, hang on. I think we got carbon stuff, so we should be fine for that. Zoids. Good. Casually judging your Mustang aesthetic. That's fine. You can casually judge. I'm just trying to find things to get the star rating up, but I also think that look kind of cool. I do like the look of that, though. Yeah, no, we'll keep consistent with that aesthetic. No. This was the only thing I didn't like about Need for Speed Underground 2. Like how you need to have the rating, the customization rating, to progress through the campaign. Shogun. Arashi. We gotta have that one. Like, I understand the reason for it, and like like some things look better, but don't add enough star rating. Yeah, so that's why I like outside of this, like when you're done with the campaign, or at least career mode, and then you can make the car however you damn well please, right? But don't, yeah. So no, that's why, like, afterwards, like when I finished campaign, I just focused on, okay, here, let's make the car that I think looks the coolest to me. It's underground racing, but I mean, it's also the stylish aspect to it, right? Because, like, to be fair, I'm not a fan of hood roof scoops. I'm not a fan of these things. On a Mohang? Never. No. But again, we need the star rating. We need to get the star rating up. Convert the trunk to carbon fiber. Of course. I guess we should get the spoiler. No, if you're talking like exotic or a tuner car, then yes, I think a roof scoop would make more sense for that. But for this, no, hell no. Same thing kind of with spoilers. I don't really think they need to be on a muscle car. Okay, so that's that. I think we can work on audio stuff now. Because again, we need a 10-star rating. Actually, hang on. Paint shop, because it's like right here. Yeah, exotics, yeah, makes sense. For that, I don't mind doing like any of the other things for the cause for like bumpers and all that stuff, but sometimes like for muscles,
Now credit is built with this is the wet bar for your ride.
I kind of like the stock look.
Paint.
This would be smaller, more flat. Nothing like too big and just hanging out. Yeah, that makes sense. I have to keep in tune with the colors that I like for the channel, so we have to go purple. Since 1995? I've never had a Mustang. I would like to try one. I would like to drive one. 99 to 04 body. Yeah, no. Those were the good looks. Yeah, no. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, no. That was a look. Definitely. These ones I don't mind too much. They're all right. But that's the thing that made it work, right? Because it was visually appealing, but it didn't stand out extremely as much. It's not like a sore thumb, right?
Yo, front. Hey, vinyl is second skin style for your paint, so layer it on.
Can we do some unique ones? I guess we can do that. Looks it. This is the 05 one. I want to say this is the 05 model. Yeah. Go with the dragon look because I like dragons. We'll come back to the graphic shop if we need to. But let's go put some junk in the trunk. But was this your go-to car when you played Underground, or what other choices did you have? Here we go.
Hey, accessorize your ride with style and turn some heads when you race by upgrading your car's looks
Bling,
and
no,
audio
circuit.
right here.
I love the retro look. The kilometers. Yeah. You're from America, I'm guessing? I want to give it the retro look, but no, we need to... We're going to do something a little different. Let's go the Phantom look. I think the final was the Supra. This is the third car I picked up. I have access to more, but I'm like, nah. Because I ran with, I think the 240SX first. And then we were mostly running the Tiburon, and now I've upgraded to this. Because last stream... Because chat and I decided that we're going to make this the last car. Otherwise, if I had the choice, I would go with the RX-7. You mean Carbon? $8,000K. And this always just... And this just makes me laugh. Not this one. This. Just see the car bounce. I never use this. I just think it looks really funny and really cool. Okay, why don't we mess around with this? We're gonna hide those. We'll hide the amps there. Lowrider? No, I think I heard of that game. I missed out on it. Let's put NOS bottles here. I wish you could flip these around, though. And then, yeah, of course we gotta do this. Yeah, other thing I would never put on a car, spinners. Hydraulics, basically low riders, and then you can just make the car bounce around and stuff. And again, no, you should never mess. JL guy? Yeah, I mean, it's just the first one I picked. But I do like their stuff. But, you know, we don't have to put spinners. There we go. We got a level 10 car. So I think we're good on this one. Well, I haven't messed around too much with kickers, so that's why I'm not too familiar with them, though. Like, it's either Alpine or JL. So, but why do you prefer kickers, you'd say? Just better sound quality and stuff? You, sir? Gee, you wrecked my combo, man. Jesus. Come on. But no, what did you play Underground 2 on? But I've only played Carbon once. I'm gonna play Carbon again, and we're gonna do it for stream as well, but I also want to do a piece on it. I want to make a YouTube video on it in October, because this year Carbon will be 20 years old. But no, we're gonna play some more Need for Speed games, because I love the Need for Speed games. And there are some that I haven't actually messed around with, so that's why I want to see the blind spots that I have for this series and just see how they are. There we go. Easier access. Well, I've never done too much customizations with my cars. Like I've owned like 3. And the one that I haven't done much for customizations in it. But I would think maybe the next vehicle I do, I would like to do that. Because what do you currently run for a vehicle right now? If you don't mind me asking.
Hop on a pair. Time's a waste. Hey, kid. That was a throwdown if I ever saw one. Nice race.
Chevy Silverado 1500 double cab. Oh, you drive it. That's a truck. Nice. I'm currently running a Subaru WRX, the base model for it. How long have you had your Silverado for? Yeah, I imagine for those it's... I know for trucks and stuff it's probably a little more difficult to do. Because you kind of need to get them custom made. Actually, wait, where should we go? So running paid off. So running it into the dirt. Yeah, no, my car is also paid off too. And I've had it for 9 years now. But no, paid off a good job, so you don't have to worry about car payments on that thing. It's just more in monthly insurance payments. That's all. Underneath seat to get enough air. Yeah, no, that's the thing. You want to make sure there's enough breathing room for it, right? Because if you don't, then let's just say fun things could happen.
Good to see you rolling out tonight. There's some action in the Cole Harbor West area. No line on an exact location, but it should be easy to find. I'm heading that way. Hope to see you there.
Gonna have to get used to that control a little bit. Box is the double gas thing goes up, but you have to run a shallow probe, which is where Kicker excels. So it doesn't like protrude out as much then, right? But it still looks like, you know, pleasing and still produces good sound for what's in there, right? Yeah, you know, because as we saw, some of those subs, they can be pretty big. Okay, we're gonna have to find a route together. Under the kids' car seats, no issues. Okay, so no. Okay, so it's fine. That's good though. I bet you the kids probably love that thing when it goes boom, right? Go this way. Yeah, I don't have to take this one, but this is the route that I know. So. What's the next route to take? Yeah, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna stick on this road here. I'll send some pics in a bit. Hang on, let me get you a roll there first. Give me a moment there, sir. But also, thank you. I appreciate it, Zapper. Do you stream as well yourself? So you should see the channels now, I think. Okay. It's just been a while. There we go. But yeah, let me know if you have any issues though, dude. Ran out of time to be consistent. No, that's fair. I want to try and become consistent again. It's just the year's been rough. The year's been rough and I just can't stay focused. So that's why streams and like me making videos and stuff has been like really random. I want to try and fix that. I keep saying that, but I need to commit. I think that's my hardest problem. But you have a family, you have kids to take care of, so it makes sense. But no, how is your kid? Doing all right?
You got first place in the big prize. You just made it onto Streetcar Magazine.
Another street x-ray, shall we? Here we go. But you know, there is a section for cars specifically. So if you want to just pop them in there, take a look and see what you're running in that thing. This way, okay. But no, it's also more poignant to play Need for Speed now since, I mean, we kind of knew the series was done, but it's just, yeah, no, I don't think we're getting any more Need for Speeds, and it's just it's just sad. I want more Need for Speed games. But at least there's ways to play these on modern machines. So, there's that. To play them on modern PCs, or also just getting your hands on physical copies for the older platforms. Because, I mean, I do have this on the original Xbox. Both this and Underground 2, so... And I like owning my physical copies of games, even though Sony is just saying, like, nah, fuck those, we're not doing it anymore, right? That's a load of crap. There we go. Under 2 minutes, I can run with that. Okay, now we can unlock carbon kits. Oh, cash. Even though we really don't need the cash. Okay. all my in-stop videos. Hey, no, find what you can. I'll happily take a look at those. Not that way. Let's go do a sprint race here. I just have to get used to driving this thing. Or the actors. But I mean, if you got any photos, that's still fine too. It's probably been a while, so they're probably archived somewhere, right? It's straight from the speakers. Oh, cool. And not edited, so it's gonna be something cool you're saying, right? Yeah, no, gotta get used to driving this thing, so. That's why I kind of like customization in Most Wanted 2005, where you're doing visual upgrades or visual changes to your vehicle just to hide it from the cops or lower your wanted rating. But there's also a purpose of just like keeping your cars hidden, and you'll want to have multiple vehicles as well. So there is a layer of strategy to it. And it's just cool to have like a little car library, right? But yeah, we're gonna see what happens when we play Most Wanted again this when we get to that. Sent it. Nice. I will take a look at that after stream. But no, you up to anything tonight though? Hope you like A Day to Remember. I've heard a couple of songs from A Day to Remember. I'm not too familiar with them. But I would say no, I like their stuff. I actually just listened to another band recently. Like new to me, but they've been around for a while. Against the Current. I'm like, I kind of want to delve a little more now into their library. Yeah. Are you familiar with that name? Because, like, I just heard a song from theirs recently. It's one of their newer ones, Dead Man Walking. Okay, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but is this A Day to Remember song? 2 Weeks. Nope. Okay. Yeah, no, I've heard that song, and I really like that song. I think I also got that album digitally as well, but that's the only reason I got the album was for that song. I didn't listen to anything else off that album yet. Are they still making music? It's nasty. Yeah, no, I just love the sound of it. They are? Okay. So I may have to take a look and see if they put out anything recently then, too. Because, like, in terms of music, at least recently, I've listened to the new Evanescence album, Sanctuary, and that's the first Evanescence album I own. But I haven't listened to them since, you know, their debut album, Fallen. And then I know next week, Motionless in White has their new album coming out. Story of the Year, yes, I've heard. It's been really good. Like, yes, I know. Like, the music that I like to listen to is apparently dad rock now, even though I'm not a dad. I'm not married. But no, it's good to hear Story of the Year is still around. So, I'll have to take a listen and see into that. But no, Motionless in White, again, I started listening to their stuff like during the pandemic. So, listening to Cyberhex, I liked Cyberhex, and then that made me get their albums Going the End of the World. I went to high school with Chris. Really? So he knows Chris, in a sense. That's pretty cool. But no, they're on tour, Motionless in White, and I'm gonna go see them in September. So I'm excited for that. Because they're on tour, the one I'm going to see with Bring Me the Horizon. Because that's another band I've wanted to see live as well. So that's gonna be exciting. I screwed it up again. Can I catch up? Nope, we're gonna restart it again, jeez. Okay, good luck, thanks. Good talking with you, Sapper. We'll chat some more soon though, okay? But you know, I'm excited to see Motionless in White. That one's gonna be a fun one, and then again with Bring Me the Horizon, because I've heard they put on a good show in Madison Square Garden, I believe. So expectations are high, but I'm just going in to expect a good concert. I just have to make sure when I go to concerts I actually can get some merch. So the goal is to at least get a shirt. But that'll be in a few months. But everything is pretty much ready to go for that. Oh. Let's see. Let's try not to screw it. I knew that corner was coming, but I still went head first into it. Nope, okay. This way, this is what I'm looking for. I was gonna miss it again. I missed it the first time. I did get it the second time. We can't miss it. We gotta go through it. We gotta get it.
Almost at 4 years, baby.
One more month, man, then it'll be 4 years. Holy crap. Has it really been that long, dude? I appreciate it, my friend. How the hell are you doing, Spicy? And thank you again for the resub. You are a lovely man, you know that? Let's go do some work. Let's see if we look at just chilling tonight. Nice. I know, I was thinking about Rainbow, but I'm like, no, I want to finish this up. Let's finish up Underground 2. Since we got to the last place, and I finally got the Mustang, since that's what we all agreed on was going to happen for the stream playthrough. It's all customized, it's also at the level 10 visual rating, so I think we're fine. Playing anything tonight, or again, you just chill and enjoy yourself, right? Did you work today? It's in there, hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. There you go. We can go in this way, game. Texas barbecue. Haven't had Texas barbecue. Yeah, work's been interesting so far, you could say, from my end too, but I hope situations improve. For sure. Hopefully work wasn't too hectic for you. Doing the weekly challenges. Yeah, no, I just did my dailies for the Xbox points thing. Which, speaking of which, did you hear? You heard about like the adjustments that Xbox made, right? With their studios and all that stuff. It's pretty dramatic, I think. And it's also sad to see layoffs as well. It is rough. We'll talk about that tomorrow. How about that? When you and I are playing Halo, which, for those of you watching this, you should check out our Halo playthrough. Spicy and I are going through it before Campaign Evolved comes out later this month. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, I think we'll save our discussion points for that because I feel like it's something we should talk about. And just to see, like, what is beholden to the future. Oh, jeez, okay. I guess somebody got stuck there. That explains why they're 27 seconds behind. But no, I would say by the pace we're going with it, Spicy, we're definitely gonna have it done before Campaign Evolve comes out, which I can't wait to go through.
There are some guys from Finland's GTI magazine checking out the race. Sounds like a photo shoot in the making.
It does. But no, what are the challenges going on in Forza? I haven't really been focusing on those. I've just been doing more of just like cruising the landscape and just more on Discover Japan for that. I still need to get the wristbands and stuff for that, but I haven't really been focusing on that.
Yo, what up, dog? More than the wire, some action brewing in the Cold Harbor East. Now, I haven't been able to pinpoint the exact location, but you should be able to find it without much problem. My boys say something easy picking, so I thought you might be in. Yeah, good luck, man. I'm out of here, dog.
Slam.
Another Street X race. Let's do it. Again, I just like these intros. They're so cool. Some are better than others, I will admit that. But I like those intros. But I think it also has to do with just like the people there as well. So it makes it a little more special. Which reminds me, at least with that, I need to see if I have that DLC for Doom, The Dark Ages. Because I did buy the premium edition on Steam. Because it just came out, I think, today or yesterday. That ends that race. There we go. Just under 145. Yeah, I can still get enough air out of that, I guess. How many more events? I know we got quite a few to go through. There we go. Okay, we can get that. they're out of the way. I'm gonna spin or the nice giant Yui here. We have a good few seconds distance, but still. Oh, okay. Almost hit that. No, dude. Finish your tournament, then we can start talking. We'll start talking after that. You focus. You're in the zone. Also, you're probably hard carrying them too, I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, because when do they normally refresh? Like on Mondays or something, right? This is bad. There we go. That was a screw up. Every Thursday they reset. So today's the last day then for them. Let's go do all these events up here. Because these are drift events, I think. So we'll get to see how this car does for drifting. Some more. $225,000. There's a big drift points here, though, coming up. And I know we're going to have another one coming up. Ow, jeez. Okay, we're good. We have our points though. Yeah, no, that was gonna happen. No, turn the car around. There we go. How many more challenges do you have to do to complete? And do you have enough time to get them done? Damn it. I have like 6 more. Do you think you can get it done before it resets or no? No, we're not going to make 300,000. No, I am just under. If I didn't hit that wall, that wall at the end, I probably could have cracked it. Let's go up. We'll do this one, and then we can take care of those 2 down there. Here we go. Hopefully this one doesn't have a high threshold. 97. Okay. Okay, we got another one coming up here. No, let's restart this. I don't feel good about this. If I didn't crash that giant one, we could have had that. But also I could customize the car. Like I said, I just don't mess around with performance customizations too much. Ouch. There we go. damn it! I could have had a good amount there. Nope, start over again. Son of a bitch. Don't crash. There we go. Okay, now we got the points, so we're fine. Okay, fine, I can run with that. You have Skyline? No, I don't have the Skyline, but I can get the Skyline. I should be able to get that now. Me pourin'. Also, hello. Welcome.
Big guns from Auto Motor are in the crowd.
How are you doing? No, we're going with the Mustang because that's what we decided last stream. Like, when this car is unlocked, we're going to make this the last car we get. But I think I still have slots for another one, so if need be, if I need to get the Skyline, we can definitely get the Skyline for sure. But how are you doing tonight? How many points? 175,000, okay. But we can definitely get it. But how are you doing? It's engine sounds. Like the sound the car makes, or like performance and stuff. Like what kind of tricks do you do with it though? Oh, yeah. Yep, that just gets us over, so we're good. It's work on stage 5. Oh, really? You don't want to say H5 mini car sounds is the same. Yeah. Like, I noticed, yeah, there is some kind of consistency when it comes to the engines and stuff. Like, there are some that have some distinct sounds, but it might be a little hard to discern, but it really is just kind of copy and paste, right? But I imagine also, like, the way you tweak it as well, you're doing the performance customization aspects with the sliders and stuff too, right? Here we go. Because, yeah, you buy the parts, it only does so much, but if you want to make it your own, there are other ways you can do that too, right? Let's see here. But what do you play underground? What have you played this game on, out of curiosity? Buy 6 engine parts. Not the pack, so don't go all the way and buy the extreme pack, right? Is what you're saying. Okay, that's the list. Hang on. I will look at that in a minute. I took that corner poorly and spun out. I'll read that in a minute. Like I said, I'm just going to finish this here, and then I want to take a look at your parts list. I want to see exactly what you selected for it. Cold air intake system, high flow intake manifold, large diameter downpipe, racing camshaft, into portion Taurus edge, high flow headers, at least for that. But you would max out every other upgrade, you would say, for the vehicle besides that? So where should we go now? No. Change the arrow. Change the arrow. Thank you. But I mean, you still get good performance out of the vehicle, and you make up for it in other aspects, you would say. Oh, hang on, hang on. We found a hidden event. You gotta do this. Yeah, we're ready. We're starting low and are working our way up. And they're gone. Still weirds me out when I see that. It'd be like the people are there, and now they're not anymore. They just vanish into thin air. Okay, but no, I'll have to take that into consideration. Like when I customize the Skyline, I'll have to use that engine part list specifically to give it that kind of sound. But no, thanks for that. Didn't break enough. But then again, neither did one of the cars back there, so I don't feel so bad about it anymore. Let's see here, this way. Oh, okay. We should use some NOS. Since we have direct injections now. Now, I think I'm too far behind, but let's see. That car just had to be there and mess up my momentum. No, we'll restart just to be safe. Let's try this. Ouch. That felt like it really slowed down the car there. This way. There we go. Okay. What do we got? Too far. There we go. There we go. That was better. Well, one of them did not land that very well. try not to hit traffic. Say that as we enter a tight space here. We're fine. We got that. This time we're not going to. Okay. We didn't hit that car, so that's fine. We hit that one though, but let's go this way. Aha. Then we got a sharp corner coming up. Like we're just gonna blast nitrous there. There we go. Maybe not the best way to do that, but hey, it's fine. It works. Now we can activate the GPS system. Let's go back. Alright, we needed to take care of that, and besides, that helps with us clearing things. Too many winding roads. There's that. And we're gonna take the turn off here. Now I think we go left.
Yo, what's up, son? Yo, I got some action for you, man.
Oh no.
Now, I haven't been able to pinpoint the place, man, but it's somewhere in the Coal Harbor West area. Yo, the crew tells me it's some easy picking, so I'll give you a shot if I hear any more. Yeah, man, peace.
No, we still haven't found that hidden event yet, so. And I know there's ones for, oh, jeez. Mustang on Mustang action. Thank you. I mean, if we had to follow the actual road rules, we would have taken the other route. And I missed my exit, so I'm going to take that exit. First, cash. Oh, this is gonna be a tight one. We gotta be quick. So yeah, stay on this road. Okay, let's just stay on this road, yeah. Wait, am I on? Yeah, okay, I'm still on this road. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, we'll turn off here. Ding.
You stood out, boy. Auto Motor is
That
featuring
was
your
too
movie in
close.
the next print.
I didn't think we were gonna make that. Okay, here we go. No, you almost got them all. Nice. Yeah, there was that shortcut there. You got this though, Spicy. You can complete that. Oh, that would have been smooth if I didn't hit the train. But also, who puts a Best Buy near train tracks? I just noticed that. Sorry, we're more focused on the driving. The driving is more important right now. We're gonna get off here. We're gonna just do this. There we go. That was actually pretty smooth. There we go. Exactly 222. Nice. next sprint race. Alright, everybody, place your bets. Here we go. I think we're going to be getting back onto the highway for the straightaway for the end. That's what that looks like. Nope. There we go. Now we get into the train yard. Ah, dang it. Oh well. Let's go this way. Okay, yeah, there is a road there, but we're not taking that. We want you to take this route instead. This way, go here. Use a little bit of nitrous. Let's go that way. This is a straightaway, so let's just use it all. There we go.
Swiss Tuner Magazine's cruising with the crews tonight, so if you're hot, you've got their next cover.
Go. I could have just taken the other road, but again, we're following the compass, and the compass is saying we're now going in the wrong direction. We're going in the right direction. Straight on this one, yeah. Dude, hang on a second here. I need to check something. Alright, we'll stay on this road. I don't have the maps memorized. I always have to look and just say, like, oh, hey, what's the most ideal route to take? I'll take this one. Ow, jeez. This one. Shit. I don't think we're gonna make it. Now, if I missed this, please be the lower one. Please be the lower one. Fuck. We gotta restart it. Will you give me the prompt? Yes, thank you. Let's try this again. I want to check something, though. No, we'll go back on the highway. We'll go back on the highway. And we just gotta remember to take that exit. No, this one, though. This one. And we're going up. Sure, we'll save that one. Let's do this one. Let's do another URL. We haven't done them in a little bit. We're probably going to do 2 of these, considering the number of laps. Right? At least I would assume that there's only 2, but we'll see. I could be wrong. This way. Again, so many turns. Let's see. Nope, I fucked that up. Hey, Mr. Bongo, what's going on? How are you doing tonight? We are just wrapping this up. Hopefully tonight, we'll see. At your what? Your house, you mean, right? Oh, the bicycle race. When you say Grand Prix, I immediately went to F1 racing. It's just like, wait, there's F1 happening right now in Vancouver? I thought FIFA was happening. There we go. Next race. Get us started, girl. Go. But I mean, they could do 3. I don't know. I just want to say 2 because that makes the most sense. So that was, yeah, 35 years ago. Jeez, how time flies. There's that. Go this way. Yeah, I can just take this one fast. It's this one I need to slow down for a little bit. And not scrape the wall, but oh well. So you are as old as that as his win. Could probably do better for those, but that's fine. Okay, so far so good. Driving home. Driving home. So it's like, now it sounds like you're playing golf. Okay, see you in a bit. Get home safe. Yep, that's it. Okay, so 2. Let's see what's next. Since they all like to hang out at the airport. You finished them all? Nice. So that's your weeks of your week of challenges. Your weekly challenge is done. Then we can be ready for next week, right? And this one's gonna be a 3-parter. Ow. they change tomorrow. So you're ready for the next set. Do you do it throughout the week? You don't do it all in one day, right? And I think you get you get special rewards out of them, I believe, right? What did I hit? Okay, I might have hit something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Actually, more than 2 cars each week. And they're uniques. Are they unique cars, or can you get those, like, I guess if you buy them by microtransactions or earn them in the game? Or are these, like, unique cars? Also, wheel spins just tend to give me money more than anything. I maybe gotten a car once or twice. Yeah, I screwed that up. I deserve that. Let's restart that. I feel bad. One car spun out. Okay, no, they're back on track now. So I imagine your library, at least your garage, probably has quite a few cars in there, right? For what you've amassed. Yeah, I know. I just bought some more that were just on the road. So I bought an RX-7 and I think a 2020 Skyline GTR. I did see a Lotus Elise, but then that would cost all the credits I have, so I decided against buying that one. Every challenge in a season. Oh, okay. So that's why you're doing those. And they're probably going to be doing seasons for a while. You're trying to go for the full 1,000 in that game, aren't you, right? Because what are you at, 750 or 800 right now? I think I saw you at 4 Horizon 6. $860 out of 1,000, so you're close. You're super close. So then you gotta do that, and you just probably got a handful of more achievements to go, I'm guessing, for it. Okay, let's see if we can tell. I don't think you don't think so. And I don't want to grind that out. Level 100 in online multiplayer. So, okay, so I guess that brings up a question then with the level. Because I imagine if you just do like the single player stuff, that doesn't count. That's its own separate level, I'm guessing, right? And it would suck if for that achievement the points are only like 10 points or something. That's kind of lame for that kind of grinding. Okay, no, I didn't realize that if you restart, it restarts everything. It is strictly just online modes. Okay, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. It's not like, say, Rainbow Six, I think Vegas, where it was like tied. And I remember Command & Conquer 4 Tiberium Twilight was the same idea. Your progression was tied, both single and multiplayer. Although I feel like it would make sense to do that for... you could do that for Forza. But maybe it's a better idea that they keep it separate. That's fine. That gets us more than enough of a fill. But again, you're not going to grind that out. You're just going to do the ones for the seasons. And is there anything else you're going to try and go for when you're playing Horizon? Or is that pretty much it? You're gonna do that one, and then that's gonna be it. But overall, you would say Horizon 6 is worth playing. Is definitely worth playing, because at least a little bits that I've tried of it, I do like it. It does feel like every other Horizon game, but it's really good. This one's very good. I do like this one more than 5, though. I just wish 6 had I just wish most Microsoft games had proper physical releases, though. Like, I mean, the exceptions are Gears of War Reloaded on PS5 and Ninja Gaiden 4. But, I mean, I wish Horizon 6 had a proper release. Because that would be cool to have. And I would hope South of Midnight gets one now too, since like Compulsion has got that back. I would love to see that for South of Midnight. There we go. Okay, so that takes care of that. We can do another URL, I think, right here. Where are we in terms of progression?
You know what you have to do, girl. I don't want to see any piece of that car across the finish line.
I won't have to do anything more than drive. He's nothing but a showboating loser.
Don't underestimate him. Do whatever, and I mean whatever it takes to tear him apart. Don't let me down. I'm counting on you, Nikki.
Prepare to be disappointed. Well, she's at the back. Okay, 3 sets. And this time, don't restart during the middle. Let's see if we can do this. But I hope Playground does well with Fable. With that, even though Fable's coming out next year, I hope Fable does well. I'm very excited for that. Well, I need to use those Microsoft points I have for something. I'm actually debating, like, because Fable's the next one I'm thinking about for it, or would it be dumb to use it on Grand Theft Auto? I'll have to see. But then again, I might just, if I, like I said, if I do get Grand Theft, when I do get Grand Theft Auto, it probably would be on PlayStation. Even though I'm not happy with how PlayStation is right now, it's just so dumb. And I doubt when the PC version comes out of GTA 6, the Xbox version will be converted to an Xbox Play Anywhere title. It makes no, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because they're looking at profit margins and they're looking to make more money, and they will make more money if you just buy digitally. Because with physical, they don't make as much. Which, that's kind of proven for a lot, but physical sells more. Physical can sell more, and it sells well. There we go. That's one. Next race. But we'll have to see what Microsoft does as well. And like how the others are gonna follow suit. Because again, I would say if Microsoft does do physical copies for, like, physical releases for games on Helix, then my only hope would be is that if they do it right, and they make it and releases are proper. Because if that's the case, then that could get a lot of people to switch over. Unless Sony, just backtracks on everything that backtracks on this. But I have a sneaking suspicion they're not going to. But I will still show support for physical media, because like I love physical media, I love my games. I would rather have physical copies than digital copies. No matter what. So that's why, like in the case of Hollow Knight Silk Song, I still want to get a physical copy of that since that's out for pre-order. But also I want to get Mina the Hollow Knight. Because I want to play Mina the Hollow Knight. But I want to own a copy, an actual copy of Mina the Hollow Knight. Have you seen that one though, Spicy? It's actually pretty cool. I like what I tried at the demo of it, and it did blow up. It did do well. Since that's a game from the developers of Shovel Knight, and it's different from Shovel Knight. Plays like a cross of, say, Zelda and Castlevania. From what I tried of it. But still in that 8-bit style. But I did hear apparently there will be a physical copy coming out. But I think those are going to be around October. For when that's going to happen. So it's already heading into a jam-packed month of things. Like September and October are already pretty crazy for games. Okay, Nikki's in second. But I think this tournament is ours. Well, no, I'd say take a look into it. If you can, for Mina the Hollower. Just under 230.
I told you! Do whatever it takes! What part of that didn't sink in?
Get out of my face! I raced straight up.
You better remember who you're talking to.
Or what? I don't need you.
Oh, really? What are you gonna do without me? You're nothing! It's only a matter of time before I run the whole show.
And maybe I'll make sure you don't.
You ain't gonna be running the show. Let's do that. Okay, fine. This time we're gonna follow the arrow and we're gonna see if it's correct. Yes, yes, game, fine, fine. We're going this way. There we go. Alright, you made it home safe? Good. I think our car's fast enough, we should be able to make it there. No, Jesus. Okay, maybe not. Are those combined or are those two separate drinks? Okay, yeah, we got time. We got time, we're fine. Just a couple of seconds, though. Okay, let's do this. Combined. Okay, that sounds like an interesting combination of things. But then again, I also combined pomegranate juice with lemonade, so, and that tasted really good. So let's. Nope. Oh, I thought I could jump over it. That would have been cool, though. Let's see if we meet up with Nikki now. Actually, wait, where are we in terms of? Not yet. Okay. Well, I mean, that's one way to wrap up the night, though, with a good drink, right? This way. Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's what I thought. Oh, hang on, cash. Even though I have too much money as it is right now. Let's do this one. Way. Here we go. We may have to do one more stream of this. But we'll do this last URL and then I think we'll wrap it. So no, we're not going to finish this tonight. We're going to finish this, let's say, Friday. How much more game do you have? After doing this, I know I have 3 more URL events to do. I also still have to get 1 more DVD cover for getting a car at 10.0, which we have right here. We just haven't gotten to that yet. And I still got to complete some more events. So when we're done this, I'll show you what the rap sheet looks like, or at least career progression for what we need to do for this. Oh really? Nice. You met them out there at that event? But I know we're close. Because I know after seeing that cutscene where Nikki just leaves the Reapers, that means we're getting close. By event, you mean like special events and stuff, right? Right, Mr. Bongo? But yeah, no, like I said, spicy. Let me finish this. Let me finish up this URL, and then we'll see where we are in terms of progression. But I know we're close. We could probably do it next stream for sure. City events, etc. Okay, stuff like that. Yep. Okay, no, that makes sense. I really like it. I'm picking it up. I'm picking up that game. Also, just because it comes in a steelbook, it's a pre-order bonus. But I hate the requirement for that game, at least for if you pick up the physical copy, it says internet required for it, I think, for install, and I don't know why. I'll bet you it's just a validation check, which is going to be really dumb. But you played Black Flag initially, I'm guessing, right? Or is this going to be your first time playing Black Flag? Yeah, no, I played quite a bit. I never finished it, though, but I played a lot of it. It was one of the first games I got for my PS4 back in the day. So he gets a bird's eye view of everything, or at least a good view of stuff, is what you're saying. So, yeah, no, I know some of the reviews went live for Black Flag, so... And they're getting what I'm expecting for it. Like, I'm expecting it to do well, but not extremely well. Because it is technically just a visual remake of Black Flag. There we go. That's 2 out of 3. Next race. Did you ever try the multiplayer though for it, Spicy? For Black Flag? I did a little bit, and I actually enjoyed it. It was actually pretty fun. For what it was. Oh, this is a short one. The game having multiplayer. Yeah, no, Black Flag originally had multiplayer. I dabbled with it a little bit. And I did enjoy it. Okay, let's see where we're at. 10 more race, 10 more events, 3 more URLs, 1 DVD cover is what we have to do. I said we would stop, but you know what? Let's just do a little more. I just feel like going through. But let's hang out. Let's just keep going. What did you pick up recently? Hang on, sorry, we just found a random event. I actually did just pick up something as well. It just shipped, so I gotta wait for it to come in though. But I realized I should have ordered something else with it too. I picked up a reprint of Cruise and Blast for the Switch. Because that was something I've always wanted. But I kept putting it off. Oh, you did pick up Time Stranger, nice. Vision of Mana, Collection of Mana, Tales of Arise, Solstice, and Steel Rising. All for the Xbox? I know Collection of Mana is for the Switch, I believe. But all the other ones are Xbox, right? Hang on, I'll read that in a second, Mr. Bongo. Yeah, because I believe Vision of Mana was a native Series X game. And I have Vision of Mana for PS5. Well, no, it basically is so what it is. Sony's gonna stop producing physical games, physical discs in January 2028, but if you made commitments prior to that, those are still going to be honored. But it's just as of that day, there will be no more physical PlayStation games, which at least being made, which I think is dumb. Because I like my physical copies of games, and I love collecting them. Yeah, because I remember Collection of Mana was Switch only. But at least that gets you, like, the Mana games as well. And that was the first experience for, I think, Trials of Mana for the Super Nintendo that we got as an English translation. So, yeah, they're going to stop producing them as of January 2028. But like I said, if they've made prior commitments, that there are commitments made prior to that, those will still be fulfilled. So it's just everybody needs to have physical copies out, or at least agreed upon and released by December 2027 at the latest. Although I am going to be curious to see what is the last. If this does come to fruition, I want to know what the last game is going to be, because I want to have it. I did pick up the Dragon Quest III remake for PS5. I need to pick up 1 and 2. But I picked those up. I picked up the Japanese copy of 3. But it is multi-language. So I need 1 and 2, but I want the Japanese version specifically for that. If only I could do this better, but that's fine. There's too many games to buy. And then I just saw Mortal Shell 2 finally got a release date of August. And honestly, I played the beta and I loved it. And I want to get it, but I might have to hold off. Because I already got a bunch of games in September. With Onimusha and Control and Silent Hill. Is Mortal Shell a Souls-like? Yes, it is. It's actually a pretty fun Souls-like. I had fun with it. I believe the beta's still out on PC, so if you want to try it, that's going to be your best bet. See what you think about it. And mobile devices, yeah. At least currently digitally, yeah, that is the only way to get it. You can hunt down physical copies of it, but I know that Super Nintendo version is freaking expensive. There's also a PlayStation 1 port of it, which is combined with Final Fantasy IV, I think. And there's the DS game, which is the one I have. And that DS game is awesome. I will be RB. Okay, we'll see you in a minute then. But yeah, no, I'm not happy with Sony's decision for that, Mr. Bongo. I do hope they walk back on it, but I feel like that's going to be unlikely. But that doesn't mean I won't stop supporting physical. Like, I'll still keep trying to throw out there that, hey, physical games are good. I love collecting them. and physical media is very important. Hello, my older self. I see you've come back. Ow, shit. What are you doing tonight? There we go, we made it, 7:15. Slightly over 7 minutes and 15 seconds, but that's fine. We can work with that. Okay, now let's get to this event. Let's see. So, Korn is disappearing. You mean the band?
Hey, what's up, money? Yeah, baby.
If that's the case, why isn't it spelled with a K?
Brothers are telling me there's some potential action in the Cold Harbor East area, you know what I mean? I don't line on the exact location yet, but I'm in it to win it. Should be easy to find. I'm heading that way right now. Alright, man, I hope to see you down there, kid. Peace.
Okay, it's over there. Let's get to this event. Okay, welcome back. I'm kind of making an executive decision here. We're just gonna keep playing Spicy. This is gonna be... Well, the question is, why is it banned, though? That's the question. Let's see. What, the numbers have just shot up dramatically for that somehow? Because it's because those things are tied together, I'm guessing. Let's see if we can make some more progress on this. We'll do a couple, yeah, like I'll do a couple more races. Because yes, I have to work. Well, sex should always be safe, shouldn't it be? Tell me why it should. Why is it not? Because if not, then that's really bad. But also, again, the band Korn is very good, and I've heard they're supposed to have new music coming out. I know they put out a new song for, I think, Diablo 4. I haven't had a chance to hear it yet, though. So I don't know if it's any good. Oh, you've heard it? You've heard it, Spicy? Well, Mick, it shouldn't. Spicy, have you heard of a band called Against the Current? I was talking about that in here earlier with Sapper. Apparently they've been around for a while. It's just a band I just discovered recently. Nix, long time no see, girl. How are you? What is up? Well, so do men as well. Against the Current. The song I heard was Dead Man Walking. It's one of their new ones they put out a few months ago. Slowly coming out of hibernation. But I mean, it's not winter. Were you just on vacation? Or something, Nix? I'm guessing. And social life be dead. Let me guess, you've just been busy with work mostly is what I'm guessing? Yeah, kind of the same here, work, and I've been slacking on going to the gym a bit. I need to go back. Well, again, make sure to take time for yourself, right? And let me guess, your boss is out traveling and stuff, right? So they leave you to watch the kids. Yes, this person has been around for quite a little bit, Mr. Bongo, you could say. They're being interesting. Well, how long is Nix going to be playing babysitter? That's my question. Next turn, Compass, there we go. On Friday. So You gotta watch them for another day. How many kids? It's usually if they play outside. Okay. And you have 3 of them to watch? Jeez. Again, a handful. Elementary and middle, okay. So they're in that phase of life. The middle ones, are they becoming teenagers? The oldest is a preteen. Okay, so they're becoming a teen. Don't worry, dude. I'm just gonna finish. I'll finish this URL event, and then we'll call it a night. I will see you tomorrow, Spicy, because we get to go back and play some more Halo, and I'm excited about it. You have a good night, friend. Thanks, Nix. But yeah, no, we're going to be streaming Halo tomorrow, continuing our playthrough of the campaign. So if you want to tune in, that's 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will see you then for that, Spicy. And everyone here for that, hopefully. If you can, awesome. If not, don't worry. There will be the archive, at least for a week or 2 on Twitch, and then there's the archive on YouTube as well, Nick, so they both exist. But no, make sure to rest and at least take care of yourself. But we will be streaming more Need for Speed on Friday. That is the plan. Have you been playing though? Have you been managing to play anything though lately? Though, Nix, or you haven't had much time? Sleeping in quite a bit recently. As long as you're catching up on sleep. Next race, here we go. To do it next week. Yeah, no, I was supposed to stream yesterday too, and Monday, but I just haven't had the energy. I gotta fix on getting motivation to do stuff, that's the thing, when it comes to doing this. But I am going to have a special video out on the 25th. I believe I set the date for it on YouTube, and we're also going to do a special stream that day too. It's the next video in the Doesn't Hold Up, or Doesn't Hold Up. So I'm excited about it, and I hope you guys will like it. But yeah, stay tuned. Like I said, July 25th for that one. Who is Christy Costanza? Or Constanza? I don't know who that is. But no, what were you planning on streaming though next? Well, no. Okay, whoa. Control card, there we go. That's better. That your laptop has space for. Oh, okay. But I mean, it's something, right? I know you were streaming stuff off your Switch, I remember at one point, right? But are you just doing like free build mode in Minecraft? The Band Against the Current, right? Yeah. Is that the singer's name? I don't know. I haven't looked into details for the band. And chat gets to help me build. Okay, so you're doing survival mode for that. Okay, gotcha. I think I still have my PS4 copy of that game somewhere, but I don't really play Minecraft. Okay, yeah, because I know that band's been around for a while. I didn't realize that until I heard that song, and then I did a little looking, but it's like 15 years, almost, for that group. All the nitrous. Use all of it. There we go. I'm not familiar with some of those names. Okay. So, yeah, we'll call it there for now. Oh, whoops, no, not explore mode. But there we go. We're making good progress with this, and we're getting farther. So I'm happy with what we're doing with it, and I think the next time we stream this on Friday, we will definitely have Underground 2 done, and we will go to Most Wanted. I will tell you that will happen. That will happen. But I just haven't decided when yet because I got something special for that. But yeah, let's wrap it up here. Everybody, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow, like I said, for Halo, so stay tuned for that. So me and Spice are going to finish that game, and we'll hopefully have it done before Campaign Evolved. I think we will. I don't know if it'll be that stream or maybe one more after that. We'll see when the time comes. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see all of you in the next one. Take care of yourselves.